Well, very soon India will know who will succeed the incumbent President Ram Nath Kovind to become the country's 15th president, as counting of the votes for the presidential election begins at 11 a.m. in the Parliament House. In fact, ruling NDA's Droupadi Murmu and opposition's Yashwant Sinha are now pitted against each other in the contest, with votes clearly stacked in favour of Murmu. Now, the celebrations, as you can see on your screens, they've already begun in Murmu's native town in Odisha. And Times Now gets you the mood of the people in anticipation of a historic win.
Right now, I'm standing in front of Droupadi Murmu's residence, and celebration has already begun. BJP party workers along with the supporters of Droupadi Murmu are present outside her residence, and you can see all of them are quite happy and have started dancing. The local MLA of Rairangpur is also in the middle, dancing and celebrating Droupadi Murmu's win out here, and they are confident that Droupadi Murmu is going to win with a very big margin. And you can see posters of Droupadi Murmu has been put in front of her residence, and the celebration has already begun. And the BJP High Command has instructed that celebration will be conducted in 1 lakh villages across the country, and also balloons has been put out across the road to celebrate the win of Droupadi Murmu. Droupadi Murmu, who has been the MLA of Rairangpur twice, and after that she was the governor of Jharkhand, and now she would be the 15th president of India, and also the first tribal. We'll talk to the local MLA. Sir, क्या बोलना चाहिए? किस माहौल आप देख रहे हैं? द्रौपदी मुर्मू जीतने वाली है।
उत्सव का माहौल है। हर चौक में, हर गांव में ये विजय उत्सव पालन कर रहा है हम लोग, इसलिए बहुत खुश है हम लोग।
तो इसके आगे जश्न कैसे करेंगे? और
देखिए, बम फोड़ाएंगे, मिष्टान्न बंटन करेंगे, नाच गीत करेंगे, ये आज का प्रोग्राम है।
So that was the local MLA from Rairangpur speaking to Times Now. He said that the celebration has just begun and it is going to continue for a couple of days, because large number of people, not only from Rairangpur but also from the neighboring districts, are also going to come here to participate and to celebrate the win of Droupadi Murmu, the 15th president of India, who is famously known across Rairangpur as Didi. Let me show you some pictures out here. This is the room which has been completely dedicated to her, and you can see the political history and her illustrious political career here. This particular picture is from the Odisha Legislative Assembly from 2004 to 2009 when she was the MLA, and you can see also her illustrious career in the field of education as well. These are the pictures from the day when she was the governor in the state of Jharkhand. These are the pictures when she had taken oath as the governor, and she has a this particular picture is from her childhood, where you can see she along with her entire family. And just going back a bit, you can see the pictures with all the top leadership of the country, be it the Prime Minister, the President of India, the former President of India. So continuously you can see all the journey of Droupadi Murmu put across in the form of pictures out here. So this defines that she has so much of experience to back her, and all eyes will be on the result which is going to come out today. And let me tell you that a large amount of celebration is being prepared across the country, where here in Odisha, if you talk about the Mayurbhanj district, in all the tribal areas, there is massive movement being done by the Bharatiya Janata Party to make sure once the results are out, there is amount of celebrations that takes place over there. And if you talk about the numbers gives a clear-cut advantage to Droupadi Murmu.
So let's go across to all our reporters who are joining us. Sabyasachi, Rairangpur in Odisha. There is also Aishwarya joining us from Murmu's residence. There's of course Mohit Bhatt joining us live from the BJP headquarters. Mohit, I'll come to you first. Of course, even as we speak, the celebrations may have begun. However, the counting is still underway. By when do we expect the final result to come out? And more importantly, it does seem, doesn't it, that the numbers are clearly stacked on Droupadi Murmu.
Well, Meghna, the BJP and the NDA believes that Droupadi Murmu will easily sail through in these presidential elections. While the counting is going on, The final result is expected to be out by 4 to 4:30, but the BJP has done massive preparations for the grand celebration of victory of Draupadi Murmu. You can see right now I'm reporting from the state BJP office over here at Pantmarg. A huge stage is being put up over here. At around 6 p.m. a massive roadshow is planned by the Bharatiya Janata Party, which will start from here at Pandit Pantmarg and it will go on till Rajpath. And you can see how cars are all being decked up over here, and these are the cars which will be going into that particular procession, victory roadshow, and BJP President JP Nadda would be leading this particular roadshow. So you can see a whole stretch of this particular road from Pandit Pantmarg towards Rajpath is completely decorated, and you can see the balloons of tricolor are being put over here. I'll ask my camera person to pan towards that side and show that how huge cutouts of Droupadi Murmu, JP Nadda, everything are being brought in over here, and hence massive preparations are being done by the Bharatiya Janata Party. They believe that given the fact that how there has been support not in from the NDA parties but from the opposition parties, in fact what the BJP believes is that the margin of win could also go higher, because various of the leaders of the MLAs or the MPs from the parties which are supporting opposition candidate Yashwant Sinha might vote in favor of Droupadi Murmu, and hence preparations are going on here on a grand stage. I'll just ask my camera person to show this particular stage. BJP as of now believes that Droupadi Murmu will be the next president of the country. By 4 p.m. everything would be cleared, and hence massive preparations are being done over here. Now at around 2:30 p.m. what we are getting to know from our sources is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be going to Droupadi Murmu's temporary residence at 4 Uma Shankar Lane, where Aishwarya is reporting from, and all the other senior leaders of the party will also go there. Let's talk to some of the workers over here. Sir, तैयारी पूरी हो गई है शाम के लिए?
लगभग तैयारी पूरी होने को है और पूरी तैयारी है कि ऐतिहासिक पल देश के इतिहास।
एक बात बताइए, अभी तक तो रिजल्ट आया नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन तैयारी बीजेपी ने पूरे देश भर में पहले से शुरू कर दी है।
उसका कारण है ना, जो एनडीए के घटक दल भी नहीं थे, उन्होंने द्रौपदी जी का नाम सुनने के बाद लगातार जो द्रौपदी जी के समर्थन में वोट डाली है, तो ये निश्चित है कि निश्चित वोट जीतेंगी द्रौपदी।
एक बात बताइए कि पूरे देश भर में लड्डू अलग अलग प्रकार के बन रहे हैं, यहाँ क्या क्या मिठाइयाँ बन रही है?
यहाँ पर लोग जो विशेष रूप से आदिवासी और पिछड़ी जाति के जो लोग हैं वो खुद स्वयं अपनी प्रेरणा से लड्डुओं की भरमार यहाँ पर लेकर आ चुके हैं अब तक, और भारी तादाद में जो लंबा रूट है वहाँ पे भव्य स्वागत भी है। 10 मंच सजा।
रोड शो कहाँ से कहाँ तक जाएगा?
ये अपना रोड जो 14 पंथ मार्ग से होते हुए अशोक रोड से पटेल चौक, और पटेल चौक से रेल भवन तक निश्चित रूप से
पीछे की तरफ से जाएगा। तो there you heard, the route would be from Pantmarg towards Ashoka Road and then towards the Rajpath, and Rajpath is in the vicinity of Rashtrapati Bhavan and the Parliament. So message is loud and clear. BJP says it's a big victory for the tribal community of the country also, and Droupadi Murmu is all set to be the first tribal president of the country. Sometime from now everything would be clear, and hence massive preparations are being done over here. And none other than BJP President JP Nadda will be leading this particular road show. Back to you in studio, Meghna.
We go across to Sabyasachi. Of course, the preparations have already begun in Droupadi Murmu's own hometown as well. Tell us about that. You've been speaking to several of her family as well as friends. Sabyasachi, if you can hear me, I was asking you how it is going to be a historic moment for a tribal woman to become the president of India, and that is going to be one of the days that her hometown is going to nurture forever.
High Command had instructed all the office bearers to make sure that they celebrate across the country in over 1 lakh villages, and all over the Mayurvanj area, different tribal peoples are coming here to celebrate in front of Droupadi Murmu's residence, to be a part of this history. they feel absolutely proud of this particular moment, because in Mayurbhanj district, in Rairangpur, Droupadi Murmu is famously known as Didi. She is someone with whom entire people of this particular district connect. They speak that she is extremely humble. They call her Didi, and that is the reason why we are seeing this massive gathering right in front of Droupadi Murmu's residence, where people are continuously coming in. Few minutes back, women in tribal attire, they performed their traditional dance here for an hour to extend their support to Droupadi Murmu. For people of Rairangpur and entire district of Mayurbhanj, it's a completely type of pride for them, because Droupadi Murmu is someone who has been completely connected to ground. She was the two-time MLA of Rairangpur. After that, she went on to become the governor of Jharkhand, and she was also a Vihan Parshad and a local teacher as well. So clearly at this, you can see the massive gathering which has gathered out here. They're bursting crackers, they're celebrating, they're dancing to the tribal tunes, so completely electrifying atmosphere, and all they are waiting for that official announcement so that they can celebrate even further. And they say that the celebration has just begun and it is going to go for a couple of days from now on. Back to you.
Well, this is going to be very interesting to watch out, because the kind of celebrations that they are carrying out, as he's telling us, it is very distinct to the kind of background that Droupadi Murmu is coming in. These are tribal tunes that the people are dancing towards. It perhaps adds to the significance of the momentous occasion as well. So let me go across to Aishwarya. He's joining us from Droupadi Murmu's residence here in the national capital. Aishwarya, where is Droupadi Murmu right now? Because we expect once the announcements are being made, there is going to be a beeline of leaders who will be paying visits to her, if the pollsters are to be believed.